So, a couple of months ago, to now, I have officially become a Pokemon speedrunner. And it wasn't on purpose. And it wasn't difficult. This is how it happened. When Pokemon Crown Tundra came out, a new thing was added to the game, a new feature called the Dynamax Adventures. Dynamax Adventures were a ton of fun. You would catch level 65 Pokemon, they had high shiny rates, it was really fun to do with your friends, it was awesome to do on stream with my viewers, but there was a little fact about Dynamax Adventures that I had missed. My friend Dan messaged me the next day with a full team of level 65 Pokemon ready to sweep through the game with 0 gym badges, but because he was the original owner, they obeyed him entirely. If you're curious, in Pokemon Sword and Shield, there is a feature that stops you catching Pokemon above a certain level because Pokemon show up in the wild at all kinds of levels in the wild area. That is to prevent you from catching a super high level Pokemon and sweeping through the game. Dynamax Adventures are actually excluded from this limitation. You can catch a super high leveled Pokemon and blast your way through the game with it, and I thought, could I use this to beat the current world record with great ease? The current world record, after all, does use an Inteleon and really struggles through the game. You have to get yourself in torrent range, there are all kinds of complex calcs, so I downloaded a guide to the Inteleon route by a guy called Wartab, and I read all the way through it, I read all the information, I found out how much time wasted by critical hits. Every crit wastes you 2 seconds, by the way, which is why Inteleon does not run Snipe Shot for that run. All kinds of cool information in this document, but I really thought, having read it, this is the truth. The Dynamax Mons are going to do this for me. I won't have to use X items, I'm just going to blast through the game, it'll be super easy, and I've got an easy world record until one of the official speedrunners picks up on it. So I'm just memeing, basically. I set myself up with a meme stream title of getting the world record in Pokemon Sword and Shield just because, and I started off my stream. The start of the run was a little sloppy. Obviously, I hadn't learnt menuing tricks yet. I didn't know the route very well. I did pick Sobble, and I got really, really lucky with my Sobble early game. 15. Hey, let's go! And I was making okay time on my way to the Dynamax Adventure Den. You do have to unlock the flying taxi before you can go to the Dynamax Adventures, so there is a little bit of time where you're using the Sobble. About halfway through this period, Wartab himself showed up in my chat and told me that this run was not going to work. Chat popped off against him until I told them that actually he's the guy who wrote the book on Pokemon speedrunning and I was currently using his guide to get through the game, so maybe he knew what he was talking about. He told me there were 2 reasons for this. One, the run won't actually be faster. The DLC added a bunch of loading times to the game, and actually, now that the game's been updated, it's almost impossible to beat that original run unless you have a Switch that has never updated its copy of Pokemon, which is kind of insane to me. And the second thing is, it's going to be a separate category anyway, so even if it was faster, it wouldn't be listed against the Sword and Shield any percent times, it would be listed against the Sword and Shield any percent with DLC times. People were excited about the run, and I was having a ton of fun, so I decided to give it a go anyway. Once I got to the Dynamax Adventure Den, my second wave of Mons had an Alolan Raichu in it. At this point, Wartab popped off in chat saying that Alolan Raichu was theorized to be one of the best Mons to run through this category with, and he would really like to help me get through, and he was going to get a lot of information from watching my run, as he had not yet seen an Alolan Raichu run. Can I backseat game on what I do with your Raichu? Oh, 100... Wartab, please backseat game. If you want to join a call and I screen share you so you can tell me in real time what I should be doing, I will do it. I am 100% down for letting an expert tell me how to do shit. I'm not an idiot. At which point he guided me through the whole run like a puppet master, telling me every tip and trick in the book, telling me how to dodge certain trainers, an awesome skip in one of the gyms that let you skip one of the gym trainers. I ended up with a really solid time of 4 hours, 45 minutes, and 11 seconds. A super effective hit? Really? That's got a thing from Leon too, you piece of shit. You and your brother suck, bro! You f***ing suck! No, that level up cost me time! Come on, come on, come on, come on! Fade to black, fade to black, fade to black! Fade to black! Fade to black! Fade to black! Yes! Sub 445! Hell yeah! That would put me at 57th overall on the any percent category for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I was hooked at this point. I had had a ton of fun. My viewers had had a ton of fun. And I really wanted to try again because I had wasted loads of time in loads of areas. And I knew I could time save if I could just run again. A few days later, I booted up my stream and I was ready to go. I got to the Dynamax Adventure Den much quicker than last time, and once again, I had an Alolan Raichu in the den. Unfortunately, this time, I did not have a Wartab. He was streaming his own speedruns, and I do encourage you to go and check out his live stream as well. It is absolutely fantastic, but unfortunately because he was streaming his own runs, he couldn't help me with mine, and I had to try and make my way through the game with an Alolan Raichu, and viewers helping me by repeating the calcs that Wartab had done for me in Call in my previous run. Oh god, I need people to go and watch back the other run in real time. If somebody is willing to be in a call with me, watching back the other run, giving me the same advice that I got last time with those recycled calcs, I managed to improve on my personal best. I was blasting through the game and making saves every time, and that's one of the most exciting times when speedrunning, is making that time save every single time you run. Always PB, because you are making so many small improvements that are quite easy to make in your first few runs. I wasn't done yet. 10 minutes improvement on my PB still was not the world record for any percent with DLC, and I was determined to nail that world record to the wall. My very next run, I ran into Flygon in the Dynamax Adventure Den. This is a mon that I believed was top tier, and actually the tier list at the time didn't agree with me and put him in the B tier, but I genuinely believed Flygon with the combination of Earthquake as a spread move, Dragon Claw as a strong Dragon Stab move, Dragon Dance built into the set so you could set up without having to use X items, which saves you on going into your bag and also saves you from having to collect the X items, and finally Steel Wing to get through the Fairy Gym, followed by Crunch later on in order to beat Hop without super effective hitting all the time, because those 8 seconds are a massive time waste if you super effective hit Hop. He does this whole little speech. So I was ready with Flygon, and I managed to get a 4-hour, 26 minutes, and 51 second time. At that point in time, this was the any percent with DLC world record. That, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is in fact the world record. That is the world record. Thank you so much to Billy for all of the calcing you did in the background. It definitely helped. Thank you so much to Beryl for adding an extra 3 minutes to my world record, 3.5 minutes, by choking me to death with spaghetti. Thank you so much to everybody who's here watching as I actually broke a world record. Unfortunately, by the time I submitted the run, it turned out that lots of other runs had also been submitted and hadn't been verified yet. I was not the world record holder. I was off by nearly 15 minutes. I had to do better. I had to be faster. At this point, Josh, the 4th gen gamer, invited me to his Speedrun Race Discord server. I was getting a little tired of the solo runs and the constant resets if I got to the Dynamax Den and did not have a top tier mon to run with, as what's the point of wasting another 3.5 hours when you've already spent an hour getting there? Those resets were draining and difficult, and Josh had the perfect solution. Let's turn these runs into races. This became a weekly thing. Myself, Josh, and Wartab have raced every week, but we've been joined by a bunch of other runners, and it's been awesome every single time. In our very first race, I got a Mianshao, a mon that normally I would reset the game. I would not run with a Mianshao as my best mon, but it turns out that he was an absolute beast, especially compared to the other mons that my teammates had. He blasted through the game. The only person who was going faster than me was Wartab with an absolutely busted Dragapult, but my Mianshao was keeping me in a solid second place, only a couple of minutes behind the running legend himself, and then he forgot to remove his choice band and clicked Dragon Dance.
I'm an idiot. Oh my god, no.
What happened? At this point, he Dragon Danced until he struggled to death, wasting 7 minutes and earning him the nickname Choketab. Me, on the other hand, I blasted ahead with my Mianshao and managed to claim the victory in my very first race against Wartab and Josh. So this is where Wartab DQs me from the race for having Beryl do that one battle for me.
Exactly, I forgot about that.
GG, Duncan, GG. Very well played.
We're going to go for 4:28.45. Let's do it. I was the champion. I had beaten 2 professional Pokemon speedrunners who have been running games like this and this game for way longer than I had in my very first race, and I was absolutely ecstatic about it. I was blown away by how much fun it was, and we made this thing into an event. We did it every single week, and we've had so much fun. Now, I'm going to tell you this now. It's a little bit of a spoiler. I have come either first in the race or last in the race every single week, regardless of who is racing. I either win or I come last. We had a 5-man race, I came last. My Phalanx run, I couldn't even finish because Phalanx got to the point where it was just being one-shot by enemy mons and could not get through the game. It was too weak. Wartab actually managed to win the race where I had the Phalanx and picked up the belt, and he got to name himself the champ for the next race. Now, in our third race, my second win overall, I managed to pick up Starmie, a mon that is currently rated as either the first or second best mon for this race, full stop. It is an S tier mon, everything else I've run with is A+, and this Starmie, this little starfish, blasted through the game at incredible speed. Huma's DS, one of the best Pokemon speedrunners on the planet, was running with us there, but unfortunately for him, he got wrecked by the Dynamax Adventure.
Okay, well, we died. Alright, well, time to redo it all.
Anything?
Nope. Because everything was very bad.
Just run back in, it's fine. Was forced to run with a Rotom and lost 30 minutes in the Dynamax den trying to get this Rotom as nothing would go his way. I managed to PB with my Starmie in a 4-hour, 18-minute, 56-second run, something I am incredibly proud on. 4:18:37, the new personal best, and once again, your champion! I'm gonna talk so much shit to Wartab next game. Next race.
Nice.
GG. They call me the 2-time champion. You know that? They call me the 2-time champ. Over 8 minutes off my PB with Starmie. Starmie busted. Starmie busted. What does this put me on the speedrun high scores? I actually need to know. Where does this put me in top 5 again? Oh
Shit,
my god, no it doesn't. I'm out of top 5 by a few seconds.
Oh, wow.
4:18:10 is 5th. Why am I still determined to improve this incredible time? Because in that same race, Wartab had a Kangaskhan, and that is a much lower rated mon, and barely lost to me. And Huma's DS, after losing 30 minutes in the Dynamax Den and being 30 minutes behind me when I started with a Starmie and he started with a Rotom, was only 15 minutes behind me at the end of the game. He somehow gained 15 minutes on me when I had one of the best, if not the best mon in the game, and Whom is now, I have to tell you, the world record holder that I am setting my sights on. I am looking to improve my time, and I'm hoping for another S-tier mon run. If you guys are interested in doing this run yourself, it's super easy. I will link all of the resources down below. A lot of the mons have been routed out where you just follow the guide, have fun, race as fast as you can, submit your times to the leaderboard. Let's get this community popping off. I'm going to break 4:10. And I really am determined to get the world record. I really want to have a Crocodile run at some point, as he is the other S-tier mon in this tier list, and I do want to make my own tier list, because I'm not quite sure that I agree with every placement on the sort of community tier list that I have linked in the description down below. So if you're interested in that tier list, maybe I'll make it over here on this channel. Just let me know in the comments down below. This run is super beginner friendly, and I would really love for you guys to come and join us some Sunday, because every Sunday we run this game, speed run this game, we race this game, and you can race along with us in chat. If you break the world record, you can submit that time, and you can get yourself on that leaderboard and have me gunning for you. So if you want to do that, please do check out all the resources that I've linked down below. Thank you for watching this story about how I became a Pokemon speedrunner, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye! Like, unless you're just gonna feed me spaghetti on stream while I speedrun, which is, like, a clip that I almost don't want to happen. Because, like, especially from a tiny bowl that's, like, overflowing. This is, like, the dumbest meme moment of all time. There's, like, this tiny bowl of spaghetti that's completely overflowing, and you're just feeding it.
And it's the most elegant. We need to eat though. Oh, you dropped the spaghetti.
Why did you even make spaghetti?
That's all there was.
I'm trying to speed run, and you're just like holding. You're not even like grabbing forkfuls for me. You're just holding them all up.
You just went.
Just stop.
I mean, you asked me to feed you. Oh, God.
I was being all intelligent, talking politics and and you're just... Oh my god.
Do I need to go get water?
Oh. Oh, that went in my lung, Beryl. That was in my lung. Oh my god. I just coughed a piece of spaghetti this big out my lung. Holy shit. Like, never again.
Eat it. Oh.
Why? It's just got a bit of lung on it. That's just flavor.